delve into the subject at hand today, which is African throw. Osmic, take it away, bro.
Very good afternoon or good morning to everybody. How you guys doing? Good morning or afternoon to everybody. How y'all doing? That spawns this idea to preserve, to say how do we preserve this beautiful culture that is about the culture. Well, give us something little. And that happened in 2019. So the wall that you're seeing, it's 26 of sort of the originators, pioneers, contributors. So I'll put a ticky box here, so for but I think at some point, because obviously a lot of people keep asking when is the space opening, and I always say, well, when I got enough money to finish everything, but it's almost there, it's getting there, and you'll see when we take this tour. So right here is basically almost like our entrance area. This is picture, moment. Obviously we've got a whole setup. We've got these dope SO1200s that actually belong to one of the prolific DJs, DJ Ready D. We've got some records, some other guys that also contributed their records. But what's going to be cool here, I'm just not going to reveal it yet, but there's an amazing thing that's going to be happening here that obviously we're going to do a launch and a reveal of it. I just need a little funds to finish it off. But there's a very amazing thing that actually hasn't been done in the continent. And it's going to be such a cool thing when we reveal what it is, because it's also something that will be honoring some of the guys that have passed on as well. So when we come in this direction, so this is called it's a timeline, right? So what we've done is that we've juxtaposed the American hip hop timeline. So obviously for those that know, dates back from 72, 73. So this will be talking about what happened, There was this guy called Kool Herc, and this is what he was doing with the breaks. But at the same time, we've juxtapositioned it inside the tunnel where we talk about South African hip hop, because as you've seen, global, we've got 50 years of hip hop in South Africa, we've got 40 years of hip hop. So what that means is that we were really not that far behind. And it will show you also the genius of what these Cape Town guys were doing, because a lot of them were actually pen pals with the originators, So you speak about people like Africa Bambaataa, you speak about the Zulu Nation. These Cape Town guys in their teens were pen pals with some of these guys in the 80s when they were kids. So this journey will be basically talking a little bit about that. And if you'll see the space. The intention was to build a very high-end space, a very high-end museum, purely because we feel that, especially that we are amongst the very few in the world who have been doing this or to be doing this, it needs to be at that sort of a level. That is why, I think it's taking that sort of long. But yeah, we'll walk through here so you can get to sort of experience the tunnel. So in this area here, what we've then also done is that on that first sort of section that you see there, that talks about the origins of the culture. So that talks about disco, that talks about soul, funk, and James Brown. People to understand what breaks are, all that sort of stuff. But then also on this wall, we then juxtaposed it to say, well, when that was happening, what was happening in South Africa? Obviously in South Africa, we had bubblegum, which was a rendition of what American disco was. So that's Brenda Fassie, Sinyaka, all those people. And on this side, we got a little section that talks about Kwaito, purely because a lot of the Kwaito artists in the start were actually either hip-hop fans or hip-hoppers, and they just couldn't rhyme. And it was just like, hey, let's say one-liners, But a lot of them were, fans of the culture. And obviously Kwaito is a big thing to us because at some point it was said to be our South African hip hop, but obviously hip hop heads know that that's not the story. Here, this talks about milestones. Milestones basically are all the different things that happen. So before a specific thing happened, the culture was stagnant, but once it happened, it moved everything forward. So for instance, Prophets of the City, for example, the Motherload album. Obviously the Motherload birthed us someone called Ammunition, Squatter Camp, the Cassper fill-ups, you know. Before that, those moments happened, when they happened, things changed. So this will be talking a little bit about that. So when you step in here, this will be a little bit of a timeline, the hip hop timeline, a little bit in detail. So this basically will now start saying, okay, then there was the Cape Town guys in the 80s. How does it get to Limpopo? How does it get to Gauteng? How does it get to Northwest? How does it get, you know, because obviously all the different line spaces have contributed something, you know. Even provinces that you do know had something specific. I mean, Mpumalanga has Kale. So on this side, this will be talking basically about specifically now the rappers. So now we start touching on the different elements. So this is now the MC, obviously tracking from 1980 till current. So basically you'll get to start seeing some of the vinyls, and it's about the songs, videos and albums and artists that were impactful since the 80s. What was the song, what was the video, and what was the reason? So you'll get to see sort of, I mean, a Sinyaka vinyl, for instance, and you also get to listen to it and you get to touch it, some of these elements. And on this side, we start going into dance. So it's a bit of a maze, and you'll see how big the space is. So in here, this is dance. The section you're about to pass will talk about the DJs. So on this side, this also talks about, this section is for graffiti artists. So the cool thing that we did is we built a life-size train. Not too sure how many of you guys here, I see quite a lot of young people who've been on a train, but basically trains were like a very pivotal and very important thing in the culture because too many cameras, but we sort of used to spray the trains. Sort of used to decorate them, let's call it decoration. So, and also then what makes this specifically cool is that we've got 3 different generations that actually flew here to come bomb this train. So the first guy here is Falco, so that's the 80s. On the far corner there, there's a guy called Wheels, so that's mid-90s. And in the middle, that's a guy called Toe. I'm sure a lot of you guys know a store called Shelf Life. That guy is the guy who owns Shelf Life. He's a big prolific graffiti artist. So right here, just on the side, that talks about the different record labels. Obviously, a lot of new acts have been birthed by a lot of these independents, whether it be a pioneer unit that, you know, had guys such as your Dream Scouts, whether it's Ayapitas, whether it's Split Season, you guys know AK from there, Impact Sound, you guys know Double HP from there. So that's what we'll be talking about. And here, these are brands. So these talks about the different brands that have contributed to culture, because the only time all of us saw money was when the corporate stepped in. So the things that Sprite has done, I mean, you could just see them coming through for this. Obviously Hennessy, Castle Light, I'm sure you guys know those different unlocks. Because you must understand, for corporate to put so much money in the culture, at some point for some of us it was almost like impossible. So the fact that it's happening, Cassper was able to buy lots of Bentleys. So we busy, obviously. As you can see, everything is like I say, progress. Every day there's something changing. So there was no fancy studio. You did it in your mom's bedroom. At home, you had like some shitty ass technology, Pentium R. Pentium R is the one with the big booty at the back, the computer, right? Of media. So media, that would be from the first magazine called The Juice to Ritual magazine, down to Hype magazine, and obviously later on publications such as your Hype magazine. So this will touch on all those sort of things, even TV stuff. So there's been quite a lot of cool and interest such as your shiznits, so these are all elements and things that propel culture. In here, these are events, so whether it be a Back to the City, whether it be a Pop Bottles, whether it be a fill-up series, or African Battle Cry, or Scrambles for Money for the battle heads, this will be touching on those. It's quite a big space, ain't it? In this room, we're going to be it's called the Remembrance Room. So this is basically for all those that have passed on, whether it be in Mischief, and we got some cool items as well that some of the guys are contributing. Like we've got Mischief's Rainbow, for instance. Dumi is going to be giving us that jacket he wore in Sway, and he's going to give us the script, that verse he kid things will give us the script. We've got some of Pro Kids items, we've got some of Java's items, so this will be that space where we will remember those that contributed, that have passed on. And then you'll notice these two booths here. So the two booths is quite a cool idea where it's called the vault. So basically, the vault is you'll be able to step into the booth. There will be a touch screen. Just watch the step. I think more can come in. Don't worry, this is the last space. Okay, everyone, that's Tux, one of the guys in the studio. So this is the studio I was talking about. So we've tried to build sort of a high, super expensive space where kids can come and actually access the space, because a lot of kids, even a lot of artists, have never been into a professional studio with professional equipment. So it's also accessible to public. Where the edit suite is, we've got two spaces, and behind me here is the vocal booth. And that is the South African Hip Hop Museum. And that's it.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Hip Hop Museum. We are here to celebrate African Flow, Nasty-C, Cassper, biggest hip hop artist Africa has seen in a minute. But before we do that, just know that we're here, this Hip Hop Museum, and the refreshments are over there by the bar. Just also know that if you need to go to the lavatory, go. Big on a scale that we've never seen something like this, because you guys are also taking it to other territories. It's not exclusive to here. What was the thought process behind that, taking it to Africa as a whole?
I think it was just also about growing. We travel a lot, both of us, in all the different countries, but I think most of the shows that I've done was probably like festivals, or I was part of a big lineup or a celebration of some sort. So it's really dope for me it was dope just to go with the music. People just coming out to come and see me rap. I haven't done a hip hop project in so long. I think it's 2.5 years or something.
Yeah.
So it was really important for me to go out into Africa with just hip hop music, and that's why it was important to hit these landmarks that we decided. I don't know about Nasty.
On my side, it's always kind of been a thing to take our shows outside of SA because we have so many fans out there. Like if you go into like your Spotify analytics, I'm sure you do the same too. You see, you have a lot of fans in Nigeria, a lot of fans in Kenya, Botswana, and stuff like that. So, and they only ever really see us when we're booked there, which is like once in a blue moon, you know. So when we get to do our own shows like this, we're not just showing up to perform for like a general crowd, but we have to do like the radio singles only, you know. Now we get to dig deeper into like our projects and really give the fans what they want, you know what I mean? So I think it's really dope in that aspect.
That is quite exciting. That is quite exciting. Now, being it's a tour and it's all of these legs and all of these concerts, I'm pretty sure there's like a thought process behind the supporting acts and people that are going to join you in this momentous occasions, you know? So how did you go about handpicking those people that are going to share this big stage with you on a milestone year for hip-hop like that?
It's a lot of different aspects into that because one, we're looking at the youngest, freshest artists in that place, but also two, we're also just giving a nod to like the guys who really been pushing hip hop in that region, you know what I mean, like the OGs and stuff like that. So it's all those different things that come into play. You know?
You allowed to drop any names, Cass, maybe?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we're allowed to drop names. I don't know which lineup.
Not yet. We haven't really released the lineup.
Yeah. Yes, I almost made a mistake. The collaboration is good. Because if I was alone, I was probably going to start speaking.
Yeah.
Just to give me the look, like, don't do it. Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to yet.
Yeah, that's speaking of collaboration, this artwork, right? Wild, interesting, right? So my thought process was like the bottom half is very Mufasa. You know, seeing that the cover art for Solomon also just came out, but the top half looks very, you know, nasty. Am I correct in that assessment? Yeah. So how, who was the thought leader of this one? Because I know Nasty, you get very busy with the art pen. I'm not sure Mufasa went to book up and sit, but I know that he's very artistic.
Plastic man again too. I think this was done by Nokana, eh?
Yeah, it wasn't one of us.
Oh,
you let me
There's a guy called Nokana Muchapi.
Yeah.
Whose other name is Windows 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's behind that. I think it was really dope, man.
Yeah. But now, also within this tour, we know that music is eminent as well, right? And you have Solomon dropping, you've got your album dropping. And how close are
actually
you?
dropping on the same day.
Yeah.
It's crazy, yeah. We found out last week while we were talking. I didn't know. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't intended.
No.
Instagram Live, right? It's like, yo, talking about 15. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So
a bit scary, right? Shit.
that's actually that's a beautiful time, because I think that combines all of the hip hop listeners in one space at the same time, you know. So that's gonna be something super crazy. Are there any cross collaborations on the projects between you guys?
I have an interesting collaboration on my album with him, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the way we were able to use him on the album is really dope. I think it's gonna, yeah? Oh yeah, it's dope. But I think we also have another way of building on it. But it's dope. It's an interesting collaboration. If you're a Nasty fan, you like pick it up. It's dope. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll get on these albums. He said that on the live. I'm not sure. Yeah.
So tell us about the album, Nasty. If Mufasa's gonna bless us with a birthday or not.
See, I do have a song that I feel like he would definitely kill. And what's crazy is I recently did this song when I was in London, and I finished it like 2 nights ago. But I want to play it for you. I think it's very interesting. I think you're gonna fuck with it. I actually made it that same night.
Okay. There's space.
Speaking of games, man, I know you're heavy in your game bag. You know, both of you actually. That's actually a crazy thing. You know, because you're going crazy on the Call of Duty vibes. Is there anything else that you're going crazy with in terms of the whole gaming content and the whole gaming life now?
I mean, Call of Duty is my first love as far as gaming goes, but IBSM gaming is an umbrella, so it encompasses all different types of games. So FIFA is a part of it too.
Can you kick? I know he gets very busy. It doesn't mean you want to be part of it.
See anything? I'm not gonna let it.
He says you a small boy.
That's nice.
It's so crazy when you think about the similarities that you guys also share from a life perspective, like with gaming, and now you also have, you guys are busy with the esports team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're also talking to us, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, they've been talking to us about like owning a team as well, like Nasty's doing. We're like more FIFA guys, but I think we're gonna do something together soon with his team and my team. But with FIFA, you know, like,
You get busy.
yeah, very busy. It's gonna be sad.
We love to witness the IBSM versus, you know what I mean, the Mufasa gang in terms of that FIFA life. That would be something super crazy, super crazy. But like I said, like those similarities that we see from the African throne, you know, I mean, like also, I mean, you've been a Pops for long, you know, for kind of long, you know. Shout out to that, you know, it's a blessing. And I know that you're about to welcome a new addition to your. Oh, you're here already? Oh, congratulations! So how are those fathers? Are you getting some jewels on the father life from Graffiti as well?
He's got his brother, and he's also like him and his brother. Let's see, so
how's that feeling now, man? How's the new father life I'm treating you right now, man?
It's amazing, bro. It's amazing, man. It's surreal, bro. You know, I feel like he put a lot of batteries in my back, you know. With this music thing, sometimes it can kind of feel very stale. You know, it's like, you do the same thing, album tour. It's kind of like the same thing. But when he came into the picture, it just kind of shifted my whole perspective.
So dope, forthcoming with that level of your life, you know. But also another similarity that we can draw is you guys on fitness levels. But I think right now, Nasty going a bit crazier.
I actually put on a little bit of daddy weight.
That's the dad bod coming through, man.
It's not easy, man. You just sit there feeding this person, now you're eating also instead, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got the cocoa melon bars,
Yeah, boy.
How's this fitness life? Well, when I hear you head into the dad life, but you can't handle as like
hard, man. I've been trying like the whole year to get back, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
I get in like 1 week, then I feel like I'm back, and then I fall off for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But it's so funny. It's like I'm at my happiest when I'm not really training. When I'm eating what I want, I'm like very happy, and then I get back in the gym and I get into shape and I don't really like feel. It's tricky. It's tricky. Even the music is so amazing when I'm chubby, man. I don't know what it is. So I'm comment on Instagram like, yo, man, you gotta be afraid of a fat Cassper. It's so funny. So I don't know. I'm trying to get back, but like I'm happy for now. We gonna see. We'll see.
Man, we'll see how Fat Nasty do, man. I don't know if we're gonna get Fat Nasty. You know, man, we've experienced Skinny Nasty. I don't know. We experiencing Fit Nasty right now, man.
We'll see.
Yeah, man. But that's crazy, man. I mean, we're looking forward to those drops. Even this rap band this time around, you know. And with you, it's always like it's like you always go against some sort of grain, you know. Because when everybody was on this rap bag, whatever, you were showing people how to really flow on the love drum. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people knew how to finesse it or freak it the way that you did for us, you know. But now when everybody's going, yo, love drum is the new 808, we going crazy with yellows. You say, nah, you're not about my nigga. What's going on?
I just do what I feel, you know. I remember when we started doing piano, it was really because we were like partying with somebody a lot. So I was always in Pretoria, and yeah, may his soul rest in peace. I was always in Pretoria, and I was always hearing the sound. It was just like mind blowing for me because I'm from like Botswana, so it like reminded me a lot of WHP, and so I had fun with it. So we did it just because of that. It wasn't because of trying to be popular, and then it worked. You know, I remember when I did Pulai, it was like such a phenomenon. I remember it was crazy. I didn't expect it to be like that. So when everybody was jumping on it, and I remember I also got a lot of slack for doing it. Like all the rappers were like going off at me. Yeah, like those stars for the rapper.
Yeah, cool.
Get this money up. So like, so now that it's like kind of like accepted, and it's become pop. You know, like piano in South Africa is pop. It's like a safe bet. Like if nothing's working, just do that. Then you have a better chance of making it. I started feeling. I don't know. I wanted to express myself. I started feeling a bit. Yeah, like I don't know. I got bored with it, and I just wanted to rap, man. You know. Even the music I was listening to just at home on my own was like a lot of like 90s rap. I feel like current hip hop kind of like lost me a little bit. I don't really relate. So
Simple Nasty.
I mean nasty raps, you know, and also like even from the new guys, there's guys who have content, you know.
Yeah.
But then there's guys who really don't talk about anything. Like nothing. From track 1 to track 14, weed smoking the weed, chilling. And you always smoking weed and chilling with the band. It's like, bro, like. So,
Hear your album, so
I'm like, you know what, man? I'm sure there's people out there who are just like me. I'm 32 years old.